an unbelievable player. He's one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world.
The greatness of Luka Doncic continues to dominate the basketball court these playoffs. Unlike no other, the 25-year-old was everything he was anticipated to be and more. While many were skeptical, even mocked him before being selected, but there were a few who saw right through the future, seeing all-time great potential. Still to this day, it's an absolute travesty. The Phoenix Suns, Sacramento Kings passed up on a generational prodigy, the Atlanta Hawks mistakenly trading him. All three franchises will forever regret their awful decisions, leading to severe consequences that'll last a long time. Here's what teammate Goran Dragic said about Luka as a teenager.
You know, we were a champion,
yes,
and Luka is right there.
Yes.
You know, every picture is Luka in the green jersey. And even back then when he would play, I don't know, he was 10, 11. You know, he was so dominant. Even then, he would score like 40, 50, 60 points. It's crazy. He was 17, and just watching him at practice, oh my God.
Yeah.
He would make some passes that I don't even know how he was doing that. And his IQ was so good at 17. He's like, I knew it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the best player in Europe in a couple of years. Trust me on that. In Europe,
or maybe in the NBA. Luka.
In NBA too. In NBA too.
Coming.
He's a born winner, so no, I'm not kidding. You know, he already have a lot of trophy medals, and I'm happy for him. And mark my words, he's gonna be one of the best in the whole world.
Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas raving about Doncic's greatness and growth.
My first impression of Luka Doncic was wow. You know, Luka's got size. He's got a gift for passing. He's competitive. He can shoot the basketball. I mean, by the time that Luka's 26, 27, I shudder to think how great he's going to be.
Allen Iverson said this.
Dallas?
For Dallas.
Luka.
What?
Yeah.
He's an animal. Something is wrong with him.
I love Luka so much, I'm going to show you the text. After they lost and he was getting bullied, I called Rick Carlisle. I said, Rick, man, you need him, man. Luka live, man. We're going to come ride for him. You need us,
man.
too. Luka, nice.
Man.
God damn.
Man.
Who in the league reminds you of yourself today besides Westbrook? I'm talking this new era.
Everybody say Ja.
Oh, yeah.
But, man, let me talk about this guy. What the hell is wrong with Luka?
Luka's different.
Yeah,
73
Luka.
in Atlanta, ball on a string.
You can go there, but I didn't even want to go there. You know what I mean? That goes without saying, 73.
Sure.
I'm talking about his style. Like, it's kind of like street ball mixed in with the street ball. And then I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way.
He's slow as hell.
No, hell. I mean, yeah, he move at his own pace.
Right.
But I won't gonna say that. I'll let you say it. Because they probably kill me for it.
No, you should say it. We can edit it out. We won't.
Man, yeah, he played the way he played.
White? He plays like a white guy?
No, he plays like a black guy.
Ah.
He got swag. There you go.
Yeah.
He got swag.
Yeah, no,
you could, I mean, man, he's so cool out there. I mean, everything's just slow. I mean, just major moves, and then wet ball. I mean, he shoot the blood out of that thing.
If you had to pick someone to be in a backcourt with you, one of today's players, who'd you pick?
One of today's players?
Yeah.
I would want it to be Luka because he's a big point guard.
Yeah.
I can still play the two.
Yeah.
He can guard the two. I guard the one. You know what I mean? I think it'll just be deadly.
Robert Ory talking about eras and mentions Doncic in the same breath as Larry Legend.
I look at guys in this era now, and you say, okay. You look at Bird and says, man, I could have stopped him because he's slow. It's sort of like Luka now. Luka,
yes.
You watch Luka. Luka is so freaking slow, and you like, why can't they stop that?
Right.
I'm like, but when you crafty and you know how to play, that's all you need.
Brian Scott talks about Luka's lack of speed.
I think Bird is fast compared to Luka. I see Luka, he be going slow as hell, and he'll get by you. But Larry probably looked like fucking sprinter compared to the way Luka plays.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
New York Knicks superstar Jalen Brunson once doubted himself whether he belonged in the NBA after seeing how great Luka was as former teammates.
So from day one, I was like, this dude is good. This dude is good. But like, also, I'm thinking like, damn, this dude is good. Do I belong? Like that's how like the type of doubt that I put in my mind. Like this dude he was that good. I can't even. You can ask any vet on that team. It was like DeAndre Jordan, Wes Matthews, Harrison Barnes, JJ Barea, Devin Harris. They all say the same thing.
Gilbert Arenas, a notorious Jokic hater, he does love himself some Doncic.
Luka has the advantage over anyone who's guarding him because these guys are too athletic for this part of the game.
Yes.
For this part of
that part, yeah, bro.
Open court.
Open court, you got him. Yeah.
Half court where you have to be disciplined. You never learned it. So these basic moves that get you to think I'm gonna go that way, to come back this way, you overplaying it, pump fake, you're jumping, foul. Next time, pump fake, you stop, okay. Like, you know, so he plays the puppet master game with you. And that's what fundamentals are important, especially at a younger age, because you need the fundamentals before your athleticism kick in.
Yeah.
Before the athleticism kick in and the athleticism takes over. You need to learn how to use. I really fell in love with Luka. I was watching him, you know, when he was coming through the draft process, and I was like, man, the guy is too slow. I don't know how he's gonna get his shot off. And then I seen one live game, and I was like, when it comes to, you know, the Euro players coming in, they're all skilled. They all have an ability to adjust to the NBA game, but Luka's just different. You know, sitting at 6'8", 6'9", being a point guard, being a shooter, having an understanding of fundamentals versus what raw athleticism is, possessing it all. Like, there's a reason that he is performing the way he is versus others in the past.
Dallas Maverick GOAT and former teammate Dirk Nowitzki on Doncic.
Man, I'm so mad. He's breaking every one of my records, man. Every year I'm saying, this kid can possibly get better. And then sure enough, next year he comes back with more in his repertoire. And it's been incredible to watch his first couple years in the league get better. And hopefully Mavs fans enjoy him for a long, long time.
Here's Kevin Durant on Doncic.
He's just so smooth with it. Like, I love his game. I love his game. At first I didn't when he first came into the league, because I'm like, all it is step back threes, and they be short as hell. He was shooting like 27%, 30% from the three-point line early on. But playing against him one time, they be just like about 40 when I was with Golden State. And he was controlling every possession. I was like, yeah, he nice. And he expanded his game. Like, you tell you're a fast learner too. Like, he probably watching fucking MJ move and just go do it in the game the next night. Like, I feel like he's one of those type of players.
LeBron James complimenting Luka's game at the highest regard.
What makes Luka special? I know you recently said he was your favorite player.
His size.
It's gigantic.
I mean, he's gigantic. He's 6'8" point guard. He's 225 pounds. Jeez. He has the ball on the string. And more importantly, his vision. That's why I love his vision. He can control a game. He doesn't even have to shoot. He'll walk the ball up the court 10 straight times and get to his spot every single time. Just because of his pace. He knows when he comes off a pick and roll, if they're hard showing or if they hedging or if they dropping the pick and roll, he know I could turn the corner because I got this shoulder, and I know the third line of defense, when I get there, if I just slow down, use my pivots, you know, not even jump, just the Euro 1, 2, this guy's flying by. He's flying by every time. It's the mind.
Couple other legends on Luka's greatness.
I said right now, I think that you asked me, so who would Larry Bird, what would he be like in the NBA? And Luka would be him or he'd be Luka?
Luka's a great talent, a real great talent. He showed it. Coming over here, winning Rookie of the Year and scoring as easy as he did. That's for being over and overseas a lot and being focused like that a lot and know how to score. They're building. It is what it is. They're building. And once you build and put the right pieces together and keep them together for a little bit, They'll be fine.
I expect special things from him. I mean, you talk about a kid who made one of the biggest leaps in recent memory from a rookie of the year to MVP caliber player. I mean, he's won at every European championship that you can think of, every European MVP that you can think of. So I expect special things from this kid. Clearly, he's special. Probably to me, he is the most talented player in the NBA today. And the lights are never too bright for him. So I expect big things out of him come playoff time.
Kevin Garnett showing his respect.
What you think about Luka?
I love Luka's pace. I love Luka's maturity. You see his maturity. You see how he's been playing with older men or older people in this life. You see it. He's not afraid of anything in the league. He goes at some of the best defenders the same way and makes them look like they're not that great of defenders. He has a pace. You can't speed him up. And he's figured out the league.
Paul George on Doncic possibly surpassing all the international players.
Luka is now. Luka is for real now. He's past that next up after his first season. Like, you knew Luka's gonna be that guy. With his size, his scoring ability, his playmaking, his IQ, his vision, we're talking about being the biggest international player now. Like, that's surpassing Dirk, that's surpassing Tony Parker, that's surpassing Hakeem. He's got a chance to be the biggest international guy, you know, surpassing Giannis in a way. Like, he's got a chance to be, you know, one of the best to ever do it.
Former head coach Rick Carlisle on Luka's greatness.
What's the favorite part about his game that you like?
I love his feel for the game. He's got a real sort of flair for big moments. He's hit a lot of game-winning shots. At age 19, he's accomplished more than any other player in history at that age, or just even just internationally. And so, you know, I just feel like he's a multi-dimensional player at 6'7", 6'8", who can make plays, who can score, and who guys are going to love playing with.
Greg Popovich says he's Magic Johnson 2.0.
Luka's obviously a great player. When you have a guy that can see the floor the way he does, what kind of pressure does that put on your best man?
That's, I hate to say this, he's not Magic Johnson, but it's Magic Johnson-like in the sense that he sees the floor that same way. He's got a real intuitive sense, and you can't teach that. You know, he's just got it, and he's great at it.
Head coach Jason Kidd on saying Luka already better than Dirk, being on MJ, Kobe, and LeBron level.
You can't take this young man for granted. He's better than Dirk. He's in the atmosphere of MJ, the best to ever do it, LeBron, Kobe. And so just to appreciate what this young man's doing at the age of 24 is something that Dallas has never seen. And I've said this internally. He is better than Dirk. He does things that Dirk could never do. And now it's, you know, the opportunity of getting the right people around him to ultimately win a championship.
When you see someone 18 years of age work out against men, and he's so superior to them, and forget the physical part, because you're probably talking about someone older in their career. The mental part was especially noticeable. The mental part, who are the greatest players that ever played? The one who can think, the one who can pass, the one who anticipate. You can see that. And all these guys who are these famous names, they just have some unique part of them. They're a play ahead. His skill level at 18 years of age was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And everyone wants to credit me. They don't need to credit me.
Right.
The other people in the league, I cannot believe to this day they would pass a talent like that.
Really?
I cannot. And we see it happen. Luka Doncic, what was he, the 5th player in the draft?
Right.
Oh my God.
And look at him.
I can't believe that someone let him go. I can't. He was a unique kid at 15 years of age. He was competing against men in Europe. He's 15 years, but not competing, excelling.
Look, here's what you're watching right now, and I can use some comparisons, and some of them might sound like it's hyperbole. I don't think it is at all. You're seeing a little bit of Wayne Gretzky in terms of how easy the game comes to him and what he is seeing a count or two before anybody else on the floor. I'm seeing, a Larry Bird type with his pace and the way you can't speed him up, his shooting ability from deep. But if Larry Bird had a tighter handle and a better first step, that's really what Luka Doncic is. And then finally, I see some LeBron James in this guy because there's nobody else in the league right now that is an elite level scorer. I'm talking about a 25 or more point scorer per game that can also beat you with his passing the way that Luka Doncic can. This is a really special player, a generational type of talent. And I know he's just starting out, but I'm telling you, when this guy's all done, it's assuming he stays healthy, you may be looking at an all-time great player, and we're all going to remember the start of his career. He has taken an incredible step forward.
I mean, let me tell you something. That boy Doncic, he's the real deal. As we used to say in my day, that's a bad white boy. I mean, shit. He's not there yet, but we're getting really close to little black kids in the hood wearing his jersey. Real close. There used to be Larry Bird, Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, Ginobili. That was it. Doncic, he keep playing like this. We're gonna see his number in the hood.